Yo, what's up guys, it's Blair here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to RCM tier 4 Voidgloom bosses and get consistent sub 45 bosses. First things first, I'm doing a giveaway at 10k subs. I'm giving away 500 million coins, so if you want to win 500 mil, subscribe, and at 10k I'm going to be picking a random sub to win that. Alright, now for the actual video. Starting off, for your gear, you're going to need 3/4 Necrotic Final Destination with Wisdom 5. You're going to want to recom it and have a good amount of kills on it too, obviously. And then you want your chest plate to be Wisdom 5 and Loving. Mine doesn't have Fumings on it, but it doesn't really matter. FD gives you a ton of defense, so you won't have trouble dying at all. For your equipment, you're just going to have like 2 random things. I just have the molten things here. You want an implosion belt here, and then a random thing here. If you're gonna melee with like a soul whip or something for mana steal, you're gonna want the firing fist or whatever it's called, just so it does some extra damage. But I don't use mana steal. I don't use soul whip for mana steal, but it is an option. Come over to Maxwell in the hub. You're gonna be wanting to use your sighted power stone. You can get that on the bazaar for pretty cheap. You just have to insta-buy 9 of these, which will only cost you 71k, so yeah, that's really cheap compared to other things. But if you want to, you can also use the eccentric painting. It's incredibly expensive right now. Insta-buying 9 would be like 127 mil, but it gives you 300 more mana, so yeah, be my guest. Then you're gonna want to put your stats tuning all into intelligence. Auto assign points. See, I get an extra 214 intelligence just from that. That's very nice. And then yeah, if you want to talk about your gear, we're gonna use a Fire Veil wand. You don't have to have Ult-Wise 5 on it, but I do. It's nice. You're gonna need a Hyperion. Mine is not even close to maxed. I just bought this thing like yesterday and I haven't done anything to it. But you probably want Ender Slayer 7 on it, and you want perfect sapphires in it for more mana, but I don't have any of that because I'm too lazy. I don't care. You don't need a pigment sword. You don't need, this is just a TP around to spawn bosses. Weird too, but you don't use it all. You are going to need a plasma flux or an overflux for mana. Wither cloak just in case he like throws a beacon into the wall or something like that. And then a Gloom Lock for bonus mana if you run out. Everything else in my inventory is just cluttered and I don't need it. Also, if you want to buy this, comment on this video. I'm going to sell this, so if you want to buy it, hit me up. I also forgot to mention that you're going to need a Reaper Scythe or Summoning Ring. I use 4 tank zombies just because it's the fastest. But yeah, I just use like Master Mode 1 or 2 tank zombies. They're nice to have, and it speeds up your bosses a ton. Next thing, you're gonna want your Talismans enriched on intelligence. If you don't know how to do that, you just go over here to the bit shop or the AH and just buy an enrichment swapper, and just get your put it on intelligence. It'll give you an extra good bit of intelligence, which will help. You know, during this video, I've decided that I'm gonna use a soul whip. I can't be bothered to buy the flaming fist, but I'll use the soul whip for more mana. So if you want to do that, you feel free to. You just have to have the mana 3 or mana steal 3 enchant on it. It's like 2,000 coins. It's very cheap, but that'll help you regain mana pretty fast. All right, now for the actual spawning process. I just put on a Necromancer Lord helmet and then do /warp void. Take out my summons and spawn them. And then what you're gonna want to do is run around. That's the wrong helmet. With your wand. And then swap to your hype. It does around 750k for me. If you want to one-tap them, you can use like a G-Drag pet or E-Drag pet to spawn your bosses, but I can't really be bothered. I'm fine 2-tapping them, and I like to spawn my bosses faster rather than slower. But if you really want to one-tap them, that's how. On mobs that have like 8 mil, or like mini bosses, you're just gonna spam your hype. But yeah, that's how you're gonna do it. I'll cut back when I spawn my boss. Alright, I'm about to spawn my boss, and you place your plasma flux, let your tank zombies do their thing. I turned down the game volume so you guys don't have to hear it. Then you're just gonna use your wand, and then just crouch and spam your hype. You want to crouch because the set bonus gives you 1.5x intelligence. And then you just spam your hype, and it's literally that simple. It's extremely fast. And then you can use your soul whip and do this for mana. And then yeah, it's literally this simple. And this is a bit of a slower boss, but it's still much faster than most people get with just like melee. This was a 52-second boss, pretty slow, but I usually get consistent sub 45s. Nice little Jerry. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below. If you have any questions, you can comment or join my Discord server and ask. I'll try my best to respond to all of them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.